Hello again, Tool.tv viewers. When I was at CES, one of the booths that I saw and was really interested in but did not get to spend a whole lot of time in was actually this booth, the Brinno booth. And the reason that I was kind of excited by that booth, if you can't tell, is this item. It's a motion-activated PeepHole camera. So like I said, I got to go over there and take a look at it at CES, but I didn't really get to spend a whole lot of time with it, so when I got back, I actually got an email from the company saying, by the way, we saw you visited our booth. Are you interested in trying the product? I said, yes, please. So just a few days later, they showed up in my P.O. box. I'll have to link my stuff about the P.O. box down in the video description. But as I mentioned, this is a motion-activated peephole camera visitor log, so you can get photos or videos of people that actually walk up to your front door. So let's just open it up, let's see what's in the box, and maybe we'll install it very quickly and just see how it works. Brilliant innovation. And there are two different variants. Actually, there's a bunch of different variants of this one, but this one in particular, there's only two. There's a 12mm barrel and a 14mm. They sent me the smaller one. I'm presuming my door will be the right thickness to work with all of this. But let's see. And here we have user manual. Just got all the instructions and information on that. You have the device itself, the primary portion of the device. This is actually going to be the camera, the lens and everything. I'll take that off in a minute. And then here is where you'll see, this is the 3-inch LCD screen. You can see the people that are coming in on. This will be a little power button. Here on the side you've got, I guess, use this to scroll through the visitor's log. This looks like some sort of a lock mechanism. I don't know, maybe it'll turn it on and off. Micro SD slot here on the side, and it's supposed to come with a 4GB micro SD card and a micro USB connector here. So you can fill up your little micro USB slot, and additionally you can, in theory, use the micro USB to power it if your batteries run out. There's supposed to be 4 AA batteries. Yeah, goes right here at the bottom, 4 AA batteries. Now what I'm kind of concerned about here immediately is just looking at the design. You have this side, which will actually go flush against your door, then the peephole part will actually screw into it. Which means if you need to replace these AA batteries, you got to take the entire mechanism apart, open it back up, put in new batteries, put it all back together. Hopefully that won't be too terribly difficult of a process. I guess we'll see here in just a moment. But this, it says it's a 12mm brass peephole, so this should be pretty much just a standard one, maybe with a slightly nicer lens in it. So let's just see what it looks like. There we go. That looks pretty much like a standard door peephole. And you open this up. Yeah, this itself I think could be just the normal peephole you'd use. So you screw that in. I guess what I'll do is I'll read through the manual. I'll see if I can get it installed. And that, like I said, is pretty much all there is in the... No, there's more stuff in the box. Awesome. Here you have your little mounting bracket. You have your micro SD card, 4GB that came along with it. This looks to be some sort of a washer and a mounting bracket. Not sure if those are going to be necessary or not. And then 4 AA batteries. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and take some time to spend with the user manual just to get acquainted with how to actually set everything up. And then maybe I'll come back to you showing the installation process, or maybe after I've installed it. I've got to take an existing peephole out, so this it could take a little while. Okay, so here we are just a few minutes later. As you can see here, I've got this mounting plate mounted to the door now. Unfortunately, I took the peephole off the previous one, and there's a piece of hardware on the other side of the door that kind of prevented the new peephole connector from actually working. So I took the existing one and used that with the new camera lens on the other side. Here we have the item we're actually going to mount to it, and from what I understand, should just be able to pop it in like that, twist, and we're done. So at this point, in theory, if I hit the button, should be able to see what's outside the door. There we go. And you can see, vehicles, you can see all sorts of other fun stuff. And there's a little switch here, which I thought was some sort of a locking mechanism. As it turns out, instead of being a lock, it's actually a low light sensor. There we go. Now I can hit this, and it does low light modifications. Doesn't seem to be making a big difference, but I should also be able to hit the up and down button. Yeah, I can scroll through. It's actually got the date and time set here, which appear to be the wrong date and time, so I'm going to have to go back in and set that up. Not a big deal though. But as you can see, it is working at least a little bit. The quality on it leaves a little bit to be desired. That could just be the lens on the outside needing to be cleaned. It could be any number of things realistically. But at the very least, it wasn't terribly difficult to install. It's kind of fortunate that I had the existing peephole in place. Otherwise, the new one would not have fit. I don't know if it was just not quite long enough, or if maybe, like I said, I had some additional hardware on the outside of the door. There's a knocker, and it wasn't going to reach through all of that. So just combining the two little bits of hardware, it did work out for me. So I'm going to give this a try, a thorough test over the next few weeks, and we'll see if it works out for me. Thank you guys so much for watching though, and I'll see you again next time.